perfect. Like, he's a big man that can cover ice, and he can play very aggressively. So we have a small number of rules in what we're trying to do so that our players can play as fast as possible. But it's that, and it's also then, he gets on the ice with some pretty good players around him that will open ice up. But it's a new kind of thing for him to see him up the ice that much, but he's capable of doing it. We want all our defensemen to do that. But he fits here, and we really felt he would just by he's a very competitive guy. Like, he competes every shift, closes the gap, he battles, he's physical. And then when the puck's going north, he gets involved. So it looks good.
Edmonton with 2 goals early on. What was the turning point?
I didn't feel, you're down 2-0, you're thinking, well, slow start, but I didn't feel that. I think that we hit a post and the guy made a great save at the other end. I thought both goaltenders made some incredible saves there weren't a lot of B chances. For me, it felt like the bench, there were a whole bunch of A's, and I liked the ones that we had. I thought we played a heck of a game in here tonight. They've got some, beyond world class. Like, those two guys' skill level is just not like anybody else's in the league. So they're going to get some chances. But I thought the turning point, I thought at the end of the day, we had people that normally don't get on the score sheet to the extent that they did tonight. That was really important, but it was still going to be Lusteran and Lundell and Reinhart when they loaded that lineup. Those are the 2 best offensive players in the National Hockey League, and I thought they did a hell of a job.
Between the PK and then the 6-on-5, how impressed were you how the team locked it down there in the third?
Yeah, you know what? They're so hard to get a hold of because they can contain pucks and hang on to pucks. But we were penalty kill for sure. I know we gave one up kind of in each in the last 2 or 3 games, but for 6 or 7 games right now, our penalty kill looks really good and really dialed in, and Sergei's a big part of that, but our penalty kill looks good.
Joe Nagajevic got into a fight in the second game. How big is that, not only getting so early in his career with the team, but also the big size advantage the other guy had?
Yeah, he hasn't in his career shown a fear of that. That hasn't deterred him. What I like them, I know that's there. I've seen all the video on his, and he's willing to do that. But it's his game around that. Sometimes you got to hide those guys. His game's good. Like, he's smart with the puck. He could shoot the puck for sure. But I mean, I like that option in the lineup. I do.
Stenlin, you mentioned guys who scoring more than 3 points tonight. Just
3-point night.
Keep continuing to impress you as the season goes on.
Yeah, I would say that. But the best play was around the back post on the kill, right? Like, that's where he has to be elite at his job. We don't expect him to score like Barkov. But when that puck comes around the back of the net and you're a penalty killer, it's more than your job. Like, it takes some skill to do that, to do what he did, and I thought he played great defensively.
You guys have picked up big results this season without star players like Montour. First game without Barkov, and once again you beat a pretty talented team.
Yeah.
What speaks to the testament of the depth on your team?
That's it. It's versions of Lusteran and Lundell. Lundy is in his 3rd year in the NHL, and those 2 guys draw the toughest assignment in the league, and they did a really good job with it. So you can win on any given night, no matter how many injuries you have, but you just can't win long term with key guys out. I think the pro scouts do a phenomenal job finding players that fit the style of hockey that we play, and we brought in some players that helped us survive, and they're still part of our organization, an important part of our depth. So we've got some nice depth there. We've got some good players.
Talk about the ebbs and flows of the season. How important is it to end a road trip with a win and then pick up a win right when you get home?
Well, I still think the toughest thing to do is to come off the West Coast and play with energy. Last year we did it after the first trip. We came home, we beat Carolina, and it surprised me. Yeah, surprised the heck of me how much energy we played with. These guys are a little different. We're trying to travel a little differently this year, as you know, and we're trying to stay over to get some more rest, and it seemed to pay off because I thought we had good jump here tonight.
You've coached in markets that are pretty die-hard hockey from your birth. I mean, third sellout this season, 19,000 on a Monday night. How have the fans been for you guys?
Like, awesome. You know what? It does matter when you're on the bench and you got one of the teams where you got a lot of fans from the other team, and we don't see their sweaters anymore. It's just all Panther sweaters, right? It matters. You can feel it. The crowd's energized. They have a good time. But it's way different. When the other teams score, it's quiet in our building, and that's the way it should be. And that's nice for the players. I'm glad that the players get to play in that environment, and I think the fans here enjoy the style of hockey we play.
Did Evander give you guys a little bit of a helping hand there? You look like maybe a little.
I don't know.
At 2-0.
When it went 2-0, I don't know if it was Evander, but somebody said something going by a bench. It wasn't Evander. And that probably helped us a little bit because there, you know, 3 guys on each team hanging over the boards, and Wes McCauley was having some fun with it. But I don't know what happened on that one. That one happened. We were all kind of watching this scrum down here, and Sam took a penalty. We weren't happy about the feeling that we just got, you know, it was just going to be one call, and then so I don't know what happened with that one.
But, you know, 2-0, you get the penalty, you get the power play.
Yeah.
He scores, it's 2-1 all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think that's revisionist, and I think it's you as a reporter or analyst of the game will look at those things that's a possibility, but in that game there were 50 turning points, right? There just were. We took some penalties too. They didn't score on them. Had they, that would have been the turning point. But so that game, there was a lot of talent on the ice, and those chances were high end, and both goalies made some really, really good saves. And but it was entertaining as hell.
Thank you.
Especially when
He was, you know, we were solid defensively. I thought you guys did a great job. You know, it's fun to be out there in those moments, you know, when the game is on the line and against one of the 2 best players in the world, you know, to compete against them and shut them down, it's even better. So it was fun.
As a goaltender, how much do you look forward to putting yourself to the test, like you said, against those guys like McDavid, Draisaitl?
Yeah, it's fun. So they challenge you with their accuracy, with their speed, you know, and their smart plays, and it's fun to be there for sure.
The PK at the end, and then of course the 6-on-5 to win it there at the end. How much did you enjoy the work in front of you the guys did there in the third period?
Yeah, they were fast, you know, they were quick to them. They protect the middle very well, you know. It was a great win for us.
Nico Mikkola 2 goals tonight and also played a pretty good game in front of you. I mean, how fun is it having a guy like that in front of you?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big night for him, and yeah, he contributed very well for us, and he's been great for us all season long. You know, he stepped in not easy situation when 2 of our defensemen was out. You know, he came in and he did a great job.
I mean, he's a big guy. He moves pretty quickly. He does a lot on both sides of the ice. I mean, what do you see out of the guy?
Yeah, you pretty much mentioned it all.
Hockey Fight Cancer Night, obviously you have been wearing that mask the last couple of years. Just this night, what does it mean to you, and to be able to wear the mask and obviously what you do with it afterward, just the significance behind it?
Yeah, it's to support the community, you know, and support the kids here, and yeah, we're gonna auction it off and donate the money to the community, and yeah, there is different circumstance in the world and people fighting with the real stuff there. Yeah, thank you.
I feel like all around we defense it well and hold the middle and make hard plays out of the zone. So I think that was the key.
2-goal game for you. How much did you want that trick?
Well, that would be maybe too much for me. But maybe if there's a chance to shoot it at the empty net, I would take it. But I take 2 for sure.
Just your offensive game in general, you're seeing how much it's evolved since you got here. What's been the rhyme or reason for it?
Maybe the coaches and teammates trust you, to jump on the play every time you see it, and we want that, 1D always up on the play and get the chances that way. So I like that.
How proud of you guys worked on the PK, especially that last one in the third, you and Cooley, some great sticks.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Cooley. I thought it was offside, and I kind of got on the middle, and they made a play, and Cooley, thank God he backed me off over there. So great stick by him.
On your second goal, have you seen the replay yet? Did you kind of watch how that all unfolded? And have you ever seen a goal kind of that crazy, kind of everything that went into it?
No, I haven't seen that. I just saw the broken play at the red line. I think their guy blew the tire or something, and just skated past him and tried to pass backdoor to Roddy, but it went in, so I take that.
Last couple games you've been with Montour, just what's been like playing on the same pairing with him?
Very good, I think. He's a great player, and he can make a plays every time I can, or he backed me off over there, and it's nice to see how he skate over there, up in the ice, and I just back off a little bit more maybe.
Thanks, Nico.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Great. I mean, obviously the boys rallied together, and we came back. We dug ourselves a little hole early, but there's just no doubt in this group, and it's just fun to be a part of.
I mean, Desharnais had a 5-inch advantage on you there in height. I mean, how was that fight, just getting into it with a guy that much taller?
I mean, it was fine. I mean, you kind of, don't think about it at the time, but, I was just trying to chip away, trying to do what I can, help the team, and, that was my only goal.
How, just for yourself, just being one of the new guys, 2 games in, how quick do you feel like
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, I've been here for a couple months, but just getting into games now. So, everyone's been great with me, the staff, all the players, and I think that really helps the transition.
You had the full beard, now you just got the mustache. Is it Movember time? I haven't Hockey Bites cancer or anything.
Yeah, got to sport the Movember. That's why I do it.
Do you have any personal things you raise awareness for?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I know, and some people dealing with some health issues, cancer, mental health, whatever it is, and that's why I grow it. That's why I got my own Movember page. So if anyone wants to donate, you can hit that up. That's why I do it.
For two teams that only see each other twice a year, it was pretty chippy from the get-go, and obviously your fight. You kind of sense that something like that would happen tonight.
Yeah, right from the puck drop, obviously they have a lot of skill over there, and they're desperate for some wins. But we have a good group. We have a group that wants to compete every night, and we know where we want to be and how we have to play, and that's what we come here to do.
It's been an exciting week for you. First few games with the Florida Panthers, and your wife and you announced that you're expecting twins.
Yes.
How would you summarize the last few days?
Oh no, it's been great. It's just so exciting. It's something that we wanted real bad, so we just feel super blessed.
It's your first home game here to sell out tonight. How was it experiencing a crowd here for the first time, especially in a market that people don't necessarily think of as a hockey market?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I played here the past 2 years with a different team, and every time I came in here, I wasn't expecting the turnout and for them to be so loud, and it's a tough place to play. So, to have the fans here on my side for once, it's pretty nice.
Thank you.
All right.